This will be the final time you see me. The moment stretches between us, thick with the kind of silence that holds more meaning than words ever could. I stand there, my hands clenched at my sides, my breath steady, despite the storm raging inside me. Across from me, their eyes search mine, filled with questions I won't answer. Because this time there are no explanations, no justifications, no last-minute attempts to fix what's already shattered beyond repair. They don't know it yet, but this is the last time. After today, I'll be nothing more than a memory, the weight of a goodbye without closure. I used to think goodbyes needed closure, that every ending had to come with neatly tied explanations and reassurances that everything happened for a reason. But life doesn't work like that. Some endings come abruptly, without permission. Some endings don't offer comfort, only silence. And some goodbyes happen with a single glance, a final moment where both people understand, maybe too late, that there's no way forward anymore. That's what this is. Not an argument, not a plea. Just an understanding that this is where the road splits, and I'm the one walking away first. The unspoken words between us. I should say something, I should give them something to hold on to. A final message, a reason why this has to be the end. But what would be the point? Words won't change the past, and they won't rewrite what's already broken. So I just stand there, waiting for them to accept what I already know. This is it. The last time our paths will cross. The last time I will hear their voice, see their face, feel the weight of their presence in my life. The realization is heavier than I expected, but it doesn't change anything. I still have to go, stepping into the unknown. The door is behind me, waiting. A single step will take me out of this moment, out of this life, and into whatever comes next. I don't know what's waiting for me on the other side, but I know it has to be better than staying. I turn, reaching for the handle, pausing only for a fraction of a second. Then, without looking back, I step through, because this will be the final time they see me. The door closes behind me with a quiet click, but it sounds louder in my mind, like a lock turning, sealing away everything I just left behind. I don't stop moving, not to second guess, not to wonder what they're doing on the other side, not to listen for footsteps that might follow me, because I know they won't. They won't chase me. They won't call my name. They won't ask me to stay. Not this time, because deep down, they understand what I do. This is how it ends. Leaving without looking back. The hallway stretches ahead, cold and empty, but it feels wider than it ever has before. Maybe it's because I'm not coming back. Maybe it's because for the first time, I see it for what it is, a place that never really belonged to me. My footsteps echo with finality, a slow and steady rhythm that reminds me to keep moving forward. The air outside is different when I step into it, sharper, crisper, as if the universe itself is reminding me that this is a new beginning. Or maybe it's just the absence of everything I used to carry with me. Either way, I breathe it in and keep walking. What comes next? I haven't thought that far ahead. I don't have a destination. I don't have a plan. I don't have a neat little list of what happens next. But I do know this. I won't be here. Not in this town, not in this life, not in a place where my presence only brings more weight than it lifts. I left because I had to. Because staying meant sinking. Because staying meant becoming someone I no longer recognized. And I refuse to be that person anymore. The last time my name crosses their lips, I wonder how long it will take before they stop saying my name. Before the sound of me fades into a past they don't revisit. Will they forget the way I looked in that last moment? The way my voice sounded when I didn't say goodbye? The way I stood there, waiting, as if giving them a chance to change something that couldn't be changed? Maybe they'll hold on to the memory longer than I expect. Or maybe, by morning I'll already be nothing more than a shadow of a story they choose to let go. It doesn't matter, because no matter how long they take to forget, this will be the final time they see me. The city hums around me, alive in a way I no longer feel. Cars pass, voices drift through the air, and lights flicker in windows where people go on with their lives, unaware that someone just made the choice to disappear. I slip between them like a ghost. No one looks at me, no one knows I don't belong, and maybe for the first time in a long time I don't belong anywhere. A farewell without words. I keep walking, hands in my pockets, shoulders tense against the weight of everything I'm leaving behind. Goodbyes are supposed to come with words, aren't they? But I didn't give them any. Didn't let them have one last argument, one last plea, one last chance to make me hesitate. Words wouldn't have changed anything, and we both knew it. Silence said everything. Now it lingers in the space I used to fill, in the air where my name used to be spoken. A quiet reminder that this is not temporary, that I will not return, that this really is the final time. No more roads leading back. I stop at the edge of the street, watching the bus pull up, the doors hiss open. And for a second I hesitate, not because I doubt my decision, but because this moment, the act of stepping onto that bus, of leaving this city, will turn my choice into reality. There will be no rewinding, no undoing, no roads leading back. I exhale and take the step. The doors close behind me. The bus lurches forward, carrying me farther from the life I once knew, from the people who once knew me, and they won't see me again after this. The city fades behind me, swallowed by distance, by motion, by time. I sit by the window, my face turned toward the glass, watching as the streets I once knew become nothing more than flickering images. The neon lights, the sidewalks filled with people I will never see again, it all blurs together. It's strange how a place can feel permanent, until the moment you leave. Then suddenly it's just another passing memory. No one to call, nowhere to turn. I reach for my phone, then stop myself. Old habits die hard. For years, I always had someone to check in with, someone to answer to, someone who would notice if I disappeared for too long. But not anymore. There's no one left to call. No one waiting for me on the other end of the line. That should feel lonely. Maybe it does, somewhere deep beneath the layers of exhaustion and resolve. But right now, it mostly feels like freedom. The comfort of the unknown. The bus moves through unfamiliar roads, cutting through the night like a silent promise. I don't know where I'll get off yet. I don't know what waits for me when I do, and that's the beauty of it. For the first time, I am not following a plan, not bound by expectations, not trapped by the version of myself that people thought they knew. I can be anyone now, or maybe for once, I can just be myself. A name that no longer belongs to me. A soft voice crackles over the intercom, announcing the next stop. The driver glances at me through the mirror, as if waiting for some sign that I belong here, that I know where I'm going. But I don't react, because this is not my home. This name, this place, this past, I have already left them behind, and by the time the sun rises, I will be nothing more than a shadow in their memory, because this will be the final time they see me. The bus keeps moving, carrying me further into the unknown. Outside, the dark sky stretches endlessly, broken only by the glow of passing streetlights. The roads seem infinite, stretching out ahead like a promise, or maybe a warning. I don't know where I'll end up, and that should scare me, but it doesn't. Because for the first time there's nothing tying me down, no obligations, no expectations, no familiar faces, waiting with questions I refuse to answer. This time I am truly gone. A life that no longer exists. I reach into my pocket and pull out the last remnant of my old life. A folded photograph, worn at the edges, creased from years of being handled too much. The faces staring back at me belong to a different time, a different version of myself. A version that believed things could always be fixed. that love was enough to hold things together, that staying meant strength. I know better now. Some things are beyond repair. Some bonds can't be saved, and walking away isn't weakness. Sometimes it's survival. I run my fingers over the photo one last time, then let it slip from my grasp. It flutters to the floor beneath my seat, forgotten. I don't need it anymore. No one knows my name here. The bus pulls into a small station, barely more than a stop along the highway. A handful of passengers get off, stretching their legs, stepping into a place they recognize. Not me. I stay in my seat, staring out the window, watching strangers reunite with people waiting for them. There are no familiar faces for me, no one looking for me, no one wondering where I've gone. And isn't that what I wanted? To disappear so completely that no one could ever find me again. The final goodbye that never needed words. A door opens, the driver calls out the stop. I stand, my movements slow, deliberate. This is it, the moment where I step off and become someone else. Someone without a past that follows like a shadow, without a name that weighs like a burden. I don't look back at the bus. I don't glance at the faces of people I will never see again. I just walk forward, into the night, into the unknown, into whatever comes next, because this will be the final time they see me. The air outside is different, cooler, quieter. The sound of the bus fades behind me, its engine humming before disappearing into the distance. I don't turn around, I don't watch it leave, because that part of my life is over now, nowhere, but finally free. The station is barely more than a faded sign and a cracked bench, lit by a single flickering street lamp. Beyond it the road stretches in both directions, empty and unfamiliar, perfect. No one here knows me, no one is expecting me, and for once I have nowhere, I have to be. I take a slow breath, my chest rising and falling in the stillness. This is what I wanted. To be untethered, weightless, free, and yet something inside me tightens. Not regret, not doubt, just the quiet realization that this is real, that I did it, that I am finally gone. No more traces left behind. I reach into my pocket, pulling out the last remaining connection to my past. My phone. The screen glows as I wake it up, illuminating missed messages, unanswered calls, words I will never read. They don't matter anymore. They are from a life I no longer belong to. I press down on the power button. The screen flickers, fades, goes dark. For a moment, I just stand there, staring at the black mirror in my hand. Then, without hesitation, I toss it into the nearest trash bin. No traces, no way back, a road without a destination. My feet move before my mind catches up. Step by step, I walk away from the station, away from the past, away from everything that once defined me. Where am I going? I don't know. But that's the point. This road, this night, this moment, it belongs to no one but me. And whatever waits on the other side, one thing is certain, this will be the final time they see me. The road stretches ahead, endless and uncertain. Each step I take feels lighter, as if the weight of the past is finally peeling away, layer by layer. I don't know how far I'll go. I don't need to know. All that matters is that I keep moving, fading like I was never there. The town behind me is already slipping into memory, becoming nothing more than a blur in my mind. The people I left behind, the ones who once knew me, they'll wake up tomorrow, and I'll be nothing more than an echo of a life that no longer exists. Maybe they'll wonder where I went. Maybe they won't. But I won't be there to find out. That part of me is gone. The silence that no one can fill. For the first time in a long time, there is no voice calling after me. No one trying to change my mind. No one asking me to stay. I thought it would feel lonely. Instead, it feels like freedom, like stepping into a world that no longer expects anything from me. No more apologies, no more explanations, no more pretending to be someone I'm not. One step at a time, I reach into my pocket, feeling nothing but lint and loose change. No phone, no address, no reminders of where I came from. There is only this moment, only the road beneath my feet, only the quiet certainty that I will not turn back, because this will be the final time they see me. The night is deep now, the stars barely visible against the thick clouds above. A slow wind moves through the empty streets, carrying the scent of distant rain. I keep walking. The farther I go, the less I feel the pull of the place I left behind. My footsteps are steady, my pace unhurried. There's no need to rush anymore. No one is chasing me. No one is calling after me. That part is over. A life that no longer exists. I wonder briefly how long it will take for them to realize I'm really gone. Maybe they'll check the places I used to go, ask the people I used to know, search for signs that I've left a trail. But there won't be one. I made sure of that. One by one I severed every tie, deleted every message, left behind everything that could hold me back. By the time the morning sun rises, I will already be nothing more than a memory, a face they once knew, a story that will never have a conclusion, and that is exactly how it needs to be. The road without a destination up ahead, the city thins out, giving way to open roads and places untouched by familiarity. I welcome the sight. I am no one here, a nameless figure in the dark, unseen, unnoticed. That thought should scare me. Once it would have, but now it feels like the closest thing to peace I have ever known. I pass through quiet streets, past empty benches and dim-lit windows where people are living lives I will never be part of. They don't see me, they don't know I exist. And soon neither will the ones I left behind. No way back, a distant train horn sounds somewhere in the night. My steps slow for the first time since I left. The station isn't far. If I wanted to, I could leave even faster, put even more distance between myself and the past. But I already know, I don't need a train, a bus, or anything else to escape. I have already left. This moment, this night, this silence is all the proof I need. I exhale, shaking off the last fragments of hesitation. This is it. I meant what I said. This will be the final time they see me. The streets narrow as I walk further, the city fading behind me like a dream I've already forgotten. Each step feels lighter, as if shedding my past with every movement. There is no weight left to carry, no ties left to sever. I am already gone. No more familiar landmarks. The world around me is different now. Unknown buildings, unfamiliar roads. No more places where memories lurk, waiting to remind me of what I left behind. That's how I know I've done it right. I wanted a clean break, a departure so final that even if someone looked for me, they'd find nothing. No footprints, no hints, no last-minute changes of heart. I disappear completely, or not at all. A future that no one can predict. For the first time in a long time, I am not thinking about yesterday. I am not wondering what they'll say when they realize I'm gone. I am not picturing their reactions, the way they'll search for explanations in places where there are none, because I don't exist to them anymore. Their world will go on, and mine. It's just beginning. No goodbyes, no regrets. There was a time I thought I needed closure, that leaving required an explanation, a conversation, a final moment that wrapped everything up in a way that made sense. But I see now that some doors must close without a sound, that sometimes the strongest thing you can do is leave without looking back. So I don't check my phone. I don't wonder who might be missing me. I don't imagine what they're doing now. That chapter is over. I have nothing left to say. Because this will be the final time they see me. The road beneath my feet feels endless, stretching toward a future I haven't yet defined. The night air is crisp, carrying the faint scent of rain, the kind that lingers before a storm but never quite arrives. I walk without purpose, but not without certainty, because I know one thing for sure. I am not turning back. Vanishing without a trace. There is something strangely peaceful about erasing yourself from a place where you were once known. No more expectations, no more explanations, no more waiting for someone to understand what I could never quite put into words. Let them wonder. Let them search. Let them rewrite their own versions of why I left. The truth belongs only to me now. A life no longer attached to my name. I keep moving, my pace steady, my path unwritten. Streetlights flicker as I pass, casting long shadows that stretch and disappear behind me. The city is nothing but a distant glow now, a fading piece of a past I refuse to carry forward. I reach into my pocket, feeling nothing but the loose change I picked up earlier. No ID, no phone, no remnants of the identity I once lived under. Who I was no longer exists, and whoever I become next is mine to decide. The final steps toward the unknown. I pause at an intersection, looking both ways, even though no cars are coming. It's habit, muscle memory, a last lingering connection to the life I've left behind. Then I step forward. One step, then another. The past does not follow. The memories do not call me back. This time there is nothing left to pull me home, because this will be the final time they see me.